What's going on, everybody? My name's Danny Ferrari.
My name's Parker Immense.
We are Excellent Sound, and we are back with another remake of Daft Punk.
Classic remake right there, baby.
Robot Rock. If you guys don't know who Daft Punk is, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Get the fuck off our channel, dude.
I'm just kidding. You should stay. Get educated, okay? Daft Punk. Obviously, we're a little late on this video. We've been really busy. We got an update video coming soon to announce a bunch of announcements for you guys.
It's a
soon.
very serious announcement,
yeah.
so stay tuned for that.
We've had the boys of FOMO doing a bunch of videos, which has been cool, but we're back. We got a bunch of videos planned, so don't worry. We're coming back to our weekly schedule as per usual. But Daft Punk, RIP, bro.
No, RIP, but they got their side hustles going. They got their solo projects now.
Oh, really?
Did you know that? Yeah.
Didn't one of them, like, blow up?
Like, physically?
Or, like, didn't they do, like,
combust?
a thing where they, like, blew up? Maybe I make that up. So what's cool about this is Daft Punk, for me, is definitely one of those, EDM groups that I think, like, basically shaped it and kind of opened the doors for a lot of people to be able to doing electronic music, especially in America. They're French, but yeah, they're legends. And of course, what we wanted to do this song, because the specific sound is just a really fun sound to make. It has a lot of cool elements like rock, the guitars and the drums. So we're gonna go over some of that for you guys as well. But we're gonna have this available for free download in the download description below. So if you guys wanna grab this preset and the rack, you can. If you don't have Ableton, don't worry. We'll tell you how to make the rack in another DAW. It's not that hard. Yeah, we're gonna be showing you guys how to make this sound today. Let's jump into it, bro. I'm glad we can take this thing off. It smells like a fucking condom.
My fucking pecs, dude.
Yeah, cool. So, so far, some of the elements we got used here is we have some, a lot of the drums. We make everything from scratch here, homemade, okay? Homemade presets and samples and made in America.
America.
Parker, you're gonna go through some of the,
Yeah, I'm gonna go through a couple of the other elements. Danny's gonna go over this nice lead. It took us kind of like a while to get this like perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that we fucking nailed it. I'm sure this was an analog synth that they used.
Yeah, exactly.
They fucking tweaked it out and came up with it. But like, doing this in Serum,
yeah,
like it's a really
whole nother level, guys.
Big feat. It's a big feat, guys.
So let's go ahead and get started with a blank Serum. I got the rack turned up here. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that you are gonna be making your Serum big.
Nice and large.
That's what she says, or wants.
He said it too.
Or he. We don't assume.
Them.
Her, this, thou, then, somehow.
Thou.
So we're gonna start off with a sine wave. You're gonna go ahead and set it to +2 on the octave. We're gonna go over some of these LFOs in a second. So just right now, just start with the basic shapes, sine wave. Should sound like this. Sounds cool, even just that.
Sounds super sick.
It's just such a good, like, little riff, you know what I mean? Daft Punk is really, I don't know if you guys have listened to our music, but, like, I feel like Daft Punk has definitely influence on, like, Excellence sort of sound a little bit. Like,
dude, they were one of my favorite, like, EDM, like, artists coming up.
So we got our sine wave. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is now we got our sine wave, we got a +2 octave. Let's go ahead and make your first LFO, okay? You're gonna set it to envelope, okay? And you're gonna set it to half, and you're gonna make it look like this, okay? And I'm gonna explain why in a second. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna put it on this warp module. But before you do that, you wanna go ahead and set that to sync, no window, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bypass so you can hear what this is doing. Little squeaky squacky. What's cool about the sync is if you haven't seen our FM videos, you can see those here, up here, sir. Okay, you can see how we have been FMing wrong. We talk about this a lot. This is like a really good solid nug of Nodge. I know Daft Punk smokes Nodge.
They smoke fucking...
You smoke it too, right?
Oh, dude, I smoke Nodge. I smoke Nodge, bro. Smoking that shit right there, dude.
Music.
There it is. There's that fucking nug for your dome.
The sync is probably one of the most powerful warping modes inside of Serum and any other synths too as well. The sync is really cool because essentially what you have here is you have this as sweeping through the frequencies and actually creating a pitch modulation of the actual sine wave itself. So when I do that, you can really, really hear that the actual pitch is, if I turn this all the way up, super high. And what's automating it is like a cool little trick to get some really interesting sounds like we are for this one. But let's go ahead and keep going through it and we'll show kind of what it sounds like at the very end. Okay, so now that we got our first LFO on, the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and make our second LFO. I want it to look like this, okay? It's gonna be trigger set to 16th and it's gonna go up like here to the middle and then down, okay? This one is gonna go on the fine tune, so we'll go ahead and put it on the fine tune and set it to 100. You can hear it kind of getting a little bit more tweaky sort of sounding, more wah-y. This is kind of just modulating some pitch.
It's smoothing out the high end too.
Yeah, it does help. This is also going to be on the warp as well. So we had it on the warp too. I don't think that's necessary, but you can go ahead and do that. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now I know it sounds like a little harsh, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our first filter. We're gonna use an MG low 12, okay? MG low 12, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna want to head and LFO 1 onto the cutoff. Make sure the cutoff is set to 389 and have this set to like 8. There you go. Sounds sick. Okay, next, going on from that, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the effects. Real quick though, but before we do that, if you guys wanna go ahead and get this project file, you can go ahead and do that right now on our Patreon. We've been doing a lot on our Patreon. We're getting spruced up and doing a lot more posting more project files to the legacy tier.
We got some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We do like little exclusive videos, exclusive photos on there. A lot of you guys are doing a lot of feedback, which is really insane. We do like a legit feedback sheet.
A form.
It takes a lot of time for us, but you know, we love going through and hearing all of your guys' stuff. So you guys can check that out. But also, we just keep adding project files weekly. So even if the videos that you're seeing right now is like not the project file that you would want, or you know, you're looking for something else, it's still worth joining because we have so much stuff on there.
You have access to everything we've done for like the past 2 years. It's insane, like all the project files. And we also organize, like we don't just like say, here's the project file, like we bounce out each one of the samples. So essentially you're getting like a free sample pack every single video that we do. So you're getting like 4 sample packs, you know, they're smaller, but like 4 like smaller sample packs a month.
It's amazing.
The amount of content on there is crazy, and you have access to download whatever you want if you're part of certain tiers. But anyway, I don't want to fucking bore you guys. Go check it out. It helps us a lot. Support the channel. Anything you can do. If not, cool, just a like or thumbs up or comment would be great. Or sub. Trying to get to 50K. 50K happens, we're gonna fucking drop a free pack.
Hit that fucking noti bell, dude.
50K,
Hit the
baby.
fucking noti bell real nice and hard.
Fuck the bell.
Slap that shit like
Slap that fucker.
Boom.
Here it is. Bing. Fuck
fucking
you.
hit that.
All right, let's get into the effects, dude. Got a little aggressive there. So first thing we got is tube distortion. Drive is gonna be set to 69%. Ha. Mix is gonna go ahead and be set to 52. Okay. Pretty boring, but let's go ahead and get a comb filter going. Comb minus, it's in flanges. Make sure the cutoff is set to 99 hertz, the resonance at 29%, drive all the way down, and pan at halfway, mix all the way up. Now we're gonna go ahead and put some LFOage on this. So we're gonna go ahead and put LFO 1 on the cutoff. You're gonna hear a lot of the sound come together right here, I believe. So LFO 1, make sure you put it on the cutoff and set it to 41. Okay, and then we're also gonna go ahead and put it on the resonance as well. The resonance is going to be set to 11, and that key again was 29%. There it is. Sounding a little bit more ducky. You know what I'm saying?
Quackers.
Little quackers. Okay, next we got an EQ. Basically, we're just adding a little bit of pitch. This is just to try to match the sound a little bit better. But LFO on the frequency at 129, you're going to set the LFO 1 to, you're going to set it to 17ths. So it's moving that little nodule. Set the Q to 49 and set the gain to 3.3. I'm going to go ahead and also put the LFO on that as well, so it's just kind of giving a little bit of peak at -1. Beautiful. Next, we got over here on the right side of the EQ, same thing with the notches. Right side's going to be at 5777.
Just moving your fingers to use the touch.
These are all at noon, and go ahead and set LFO 1 onto the frequency and set it to, let's see, -14. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some OTT in here. We got to get some nice, we got to get some loudness going on. I'm going to turn this down.
Ears.
Prepare your ears. Thresh at 18, ratio 4:1, attack 90, release 90, gain at 17.1.
Nice.
Not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and hear it in context so far. Probably sounds like shit, but whatever. We're getting there. Beautiful. Okay. Next, we're going to add some more like coloration sort of things. We're going to go ahead and put on the hyper dimension, size at 42, and mix at 17. Actually, let us know if you guys like this style where we kind of have it already set up and just kind of blaze through it, or if you guys like it when we do it all from scratch. So
yeah, we try to make it super streamlined for you guys, just so it's easy to learn and have fun.
Yeah, because we talk too much.
We talk way too much,
dude.
But it's okay, dude.
It's okay, dude. We love to talk.
This is what we do.
That's what we do. Chorus rate's going to be at 0.8, delay at 5, delay 2 at 0, depth all the way up, feedback at 9, LFO, or sorry, low pass filter at noon, mix at noon. Just gonna give it some interesting coloration. Okay, cool. So now we're rocking with that. Put LFO 2 on the cutoff, right? And that should be set to 29.
Back and forth.
Okay, and then also we're gonna put the note on some stuff. If we put the note on the sync knob, which is kind of cool, you can kind of get, it can kind of help catch the note a little bit more. So I put the note on the sync knob, as you can see here. I didn't bypass it, but you can see.
Dude, that's a huge nug that you just dropped right there.
Yeah,
like
when it gets on your fucking
when
face,
it goes
dude.
into the fucking dubstep leads and fucking all the crazy stuff, like that's how you control and get the fucking tuning you want. You
Absolutely.
know?
It's really important to be able to do that. Let's see, LFO 3, we had this on some stuff, but essentially there was this part where it would kind of go, and we kind of pitch down. So we made this LFO for that. You don't necessarily have to do this, but go ahead and put it on A, the warp, and make sure it's set to 1% or whatever that is. 1? That's point.
Yeah,
whatever.
1.0.
This is set to envelope and half for the bar, and kind of make it look like this. See how it kind of goes.
Yeah,
it's that little extra thing, that little extra touch. Also, it's on the fine tune as well, and that's just set to, I think, very, very lightly. It might even be 0. Yeah, it's pretty much at 0, so that doesn't matter. Okay, and then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, bypass filter cutoff. Oh, no, we put it on here, so we're good. Yeah. Okay, so one thing we forgot to do is we actually forgot to mention that we need to go ahead and set the basic shape, the sine wave, down to 0 octave. It was set to +2, so go ahead and make sure to send that to 0, and it should start sounding like this. Also, make sure you add just a little bit of release to like 171 is fine. You can, it's up to you if you want to do that. Make sure that mono is set as well. All the LFOs should be good and doing what they should be doing. The main part of this sound really is the sync, what's happening with the sync, and of course this low pass filter, which is also, I don't know if you know this or not, if you smoke nudge like us,
smoke nudge
like us, the filter essentially can also control pitch in a sense, because you're letting certain frequencies come through and certain frequencies not go through. And frequencies are just pitches, so you can actually get some interesting pitch sort of modulations from just using a filter. Do you know
that? That was the hardest part in getting this sound. Was
yes.
We were like, is the MIDI wrong? Like we were like moving the MIDI around, but it was really that.
Yeah, like a house bass, and here's like this kind of boom, and that kind of boom sort of sound. That sound is usually a filter sort of closing. Let's go ahead and get into the effects rack. Again, these are free in the download description. Let's hear how it's sounding in the mix though first. Beautiful. Okay.
Let's get racky.
First thing you're going to want to do is, if you don't have Ableton, definitely delete FL or Logic. That's right, Tony. Delete
go to
that
Guitar
shit.
Center.
Delete Pro Tools.
Fucking download. You don't even have to go to Guitar Center.
Nope.
Just go to ableton.com.
Download that shit.
This isn't even a sponsored video.
Nope.
No.
They should be, though.
Yeah, it should be. Hey, Ableton.
Give us free shit. Okay, so OTT, go ahead and pull up some highs, some mids. Set the time to 1,000. Turn up the output to 8.4 and set the amount to 58%. I mean, that's kind of all it really needed.
It's almost there, dude.
So if you don't have OTT, you can use the OTT plugin by Zypher Records. It's not as good, but it'll definitely give it sort of, that good vibe. You can use a Sound Goodizer too, I think.
Got OTT, yeah, you know me. Got some OTT, yeah, you know me.
Shout out if you want us to do a remix to that. So the reverb is next. We're gonna go ahead and set the reverb up to 17% and decay at 473. It's just kind of putting it in a small room. This had a very sort of vinyl-y sound, so I was trying to get that a lot. Next, we got some EQ. We're just kind of shaping the sound.
Look at that beautiful EQ, dude.
Yeah. Let's hear if it's doing anything. Probably just it doesn't.
A little bit.
It's not making it sound better.
Yeah.
But I think it was more trying to match the original. So it's not necessary, but if you do a low cut, that's
Gotta get that analog feel, dude.
I really like it when I have EQs like that. I feel like it's impressive. People are like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude, that looks like the Amy Winehouse fucking EQ curve. Have you ever seen it?
No.
There's a picture of what the mix engineer did for Amy Winehouse.
For her voice?
Yeah, and it's just the weirdest fucking notches.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Damn, I want to see that.
Diego, fucking
put that shit on
right
the screen.
There. Right there.
There it is.
Look at that shit.
Amy Winehouse.
Yep.
Went to rehab. Didn't work.
No.
R.I.P. God rest her soul. Shout out Amy Winehouse. She's amazing. Okay, next one, you're going to go ahead and make sure you do a low cut and boost the highs like a motherfucker. Then we got another EQ. We're just shaping the sound. Up to you if you want to do this or not. another low cut and a little bit of boost up in the upper mids. Is that the upper mids, sir?
Yep.
Yeah, now we're just fitting it in the mix. And then we added this little fun thing, this little hiss tape mode delay thing. I fucking hate the delay in Ableton. You could do certain stuff, like, but it's not a good delay. But this is actually pretty cool. This hiss tape mode, whatever the fuck. That's a good, that's like, oh, that's the type of delay I want.
Yeah. That's 7.9 fucking wetness, you know?
Yes.
Cool.
More ass or gas coming too.
Yeah, lots of ass.
Lots of gas. All right, let's go ahead. And lastly, this is my favorite fucking thing lately, right? We are working with some artists, which you'll find about soon, maybe, if you're lucky.
Yep.
And one of the big things that we've been doing as far as like trying to make the sounds bigger is using just a straight utility with just a little bit of width. Mm-hmm. Better than a hyperdimension.
And we've gotten so in-depth with this width bullshit.
It's crazy.
We got fucking Pro Q3, we're doing some mid-side EQing. It's not working for what we need it. We did some, you know, wave center.
You tried Serum effects.
Tried Serum effects with hyperdimension with the fucking low voices, still didn't work. We found this is literally a utility fucking plugin, dude.
It's like this is like really good if you can only go up to like 250s like the max, right? This is a good nug right here. I mean, still fucking
really nice.
But essentially, like, you know, wave center, if you need to go wider, you can use those. But definitely been playing with this utility width knob. It's a fucking game changer.
Also, can I fucking rant for a second?
Please.
Ableton does not have true stereo panning.
Fuck!
Okay? This was a huge fucking problem in like all of our sessions that we just had.
Let him have it, bro.
Just fucking look it. Go over here, dude. All this is doing, bro.
What is that doing, bro?
It's fucking moving the sound to the left by turning it down on the right. It's not moving it to the left.
It's fake.
You know, it's a fucking fake pan.
How
and
come
if
they
you go
can't
like
make
this,
a real pan?
Look, select split stereo. You know about this?
I know.
Look at this. It's the same shit. And it's fucking adding to the left-hand side when you move it like this. It's not true stereo.
I was really stoked about that initially, and I don't really like it. I use the utility now.
Because I found out it's not true stereo. So I looked online. There's some like fucking Max for Live stuff that's supposed to fix it, but all of them are old Max for Lives for like Ableton 9 and shit, so I couldn't use it. It's just fucked up. So like all of the stereo stuff that I would have to do for like vocals, I gotta do it in Pro Tools.
Right.
Because it has true stereo.
Sorry.
So Ableton fucking...
Get your shit
fix that shit. The last thing is that I thought was really cool is when we were remaking this, we found out that this whole intro part is not on the grid.
At all.
And we were just like, it took us a long time to finesse this because, you know, let's put this on.
And we had to bring it back on grid for when the drop comes in.
Yeah, exactly. So what we ended up doing was we started the remake over here and kind of worked backwards.
Yeah.
And we came up with like a cool loop, but then we made the loop and the loop wasn't looping.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the hell is going on? So we had to literally go, you know, one by one and make this whole intro. So that was like really interesting and also fun. And that shows that was an actual sample.
Yep.
They were jamming that shit out, maybe on an MPC.
For sure.
I'm sure it was on an MPC.
And also,
like the old gray ones.
Like what's cool is like, especially if you get the Patreon and you get the samples, there's some really good guitar, just power chord one shots in there. Just a dun, dun, and you could pitch those around and make your own shit, you know?
You know, also the drums, we tried to make the drums as close as they could to the original. And the original is like, it's a combination of like very clean
Yeah, it's like
drums.
a real sounding acoustic kit, but
yeah, but then also like mixed with like the Daft Punk, like EDM drums. So
solo those drums,
it was really
dude.
fun. Yeah, here, check this out, guys.
Little tasty licks that you did, bro?
Yeah, dude. So really, really nice. A nice combination of acoustic and EDM drums.
Maybe show them the bass too?
Yeah, bass was pretty straightforward on the bass.
A lot of layers though.
Yeah, that's the top layer.
The grit.
That's the grit bass, and then we also have the sub.
Undercarriage.
Yeah.
And there's the real undercarriage. Here's the fucking gooch of the fucking bass, right?
The gooch bass.
The gooch of the bass.
You know, we love stacking basses with this kind of stuff. You know, just the trillion bass, or even real bass. You know, if we record real bass, we're still layering with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with the sub, because it's really hard to get a really nice, clean, low end from an acoustic not even a real bass.
You showed me the Trillion bass, because I was always using Complete's, the Scarabee one,
Yeah.
which is good. It's really good, but when you showed me the Trillion one, I was like, oh, finally, another good bass option. I use it probably more than I do the Contact one.
Yeah, I use the Trillion stuff for a lot of rock stuff that I do, but when it comes to this kind of, you know, what's the pop fucking 24K gold, like all of those internet money records, they're all using Trillion, and it sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So there you have it, you guys.
So hopefully you guys learned a ton in this video. We had a lot of fun doing it. Shout out Daft Punk, RIP. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear the new music that you guys are coming out with.
Yeah.
Huge influence on us. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, that was probably the first electronic artist that I really liked.
Yeah.
You know.
Me too, man. I mean, they definitely like defined the genre. I would say, at least for me personally. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. We're trying to hit 50K. We'll give out a free sample pack if we do. Comment what your favorite part of the video was, or comment something random if you want.
Yeah, tell us what got you into electronic music. Was it Daft Punk?
Yeah.
Was it Justice?
Justice is fucking hard. If you guys want to do a Justice remake, let us know. That'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, update video coming very soon, very serious. Make sure you guys look out for that. It'll be a really short video. We just want to let you guys know what's going on. Like I said, we've been away for a little bit, had the FOMO guys taking over. Make sure you guys go check out the FOMO pack, that FOMO Fire Pack out now. Fire, okay? Some of the sickest house, you know, and trap samples. These guys are super talented. We're loving this pack. We're using it a ton. Obviously, we helped make it too. Check out the song for it. And also too, if you guys need help you're struggling with your drops, definitely recommend checking out our preset bank. We came out with our first one called Drops Only. There's no fucking chords. There's no plucks. There's no pads. Get that shit out of our face. We want basses, growls, and fucking leads, dude.
Yep.
There's one chord.
That's it. Aggression. Pure aggression.
And it's a lot of the thing that's really cool about Drops Only is that we actually have it set up to essentially help you kind of write your own drop in a sense. So there's like little sequences, which is what we're really into. And also too, if you guys really like it, there might be a part 2. You never know.
Those creative juices going.
Yes. Let us know what type of sample pack you want us to do next. We got some stuff in the works, obviously. And we will see you guys next week, next Wednesday. The video will be up. I just said it. Fuck it.
Let's roll out.
We'll see you guys next time.